needs a little time to get behind the sun and cast my way. All I need is a piece of this mind, then I can celebrate. All in all, there's something to give. All in all, there's something to do. All in all, there's something to live with you. With you. A little sign to get behind the sun and cast the sweat of mine. All I need's the place to find, and there I celebrate. All in all, there's something to give. There's something to give. All in all, there's something to do. There's something to live with you, with you.
G'day folks. Didman here in the Didman channel. Just started a YouTube channel for Foster King and just some different adventures. Just wanted to talk to you about some of the tools that we use for Foster King and getting out there and panning for a bit of gold. Today I'm using the Yabby pump, a crevice tool or two crevice tools, a sieve and a Garrett Super Sleuth pan with the big ripples, just two. Shovel, pick and a pinpointer. I've found a small spot that looks pretty good. It looks like it's been worked as well. If you have a look at it, there's a lot of crevicing and a lot of crevices, sorry. And I'll be working some of those crevices. So you can see it's a beautiful day today. It's absolutely glorious. It's taken me about 15 minutes to get to this particular spot from the road, and I've found this beautiful little spot here. So I'm going to give this a go. Not too sure how worked it is. Okay, so this spot's had some recent floods, so I'm hoping to get some alluvial gold. Up there's some leaf litter, logs, all that kind of stuff, a bit of a log jam, logs along here. up there. There's some log jams up there as well, so it looks like they've had some recent floods. There's some crevices here that have got grass hanging out of it, so I'm going to give that a go. In there, a few of these areas, and maybe get the Yabby pump and give some of these crevices a go down inside the water. Not too sure how I'll go, but I hope I'll get some nice gold. Alright, so before I start, there's a few things that you need to know if you're new to this hobby, and that's having a miner's right. You can't start digging for gold and minerals and fossick for all that kind of stuff until you have a miner's right. So I've got my sheet here to help me with that, so I'll go over it now. You can purchase a miner's right online at checkout.payments.com.au/miner's right. They're about $25.20 each. They last 10 years. What you can fossick for are gold, gemstones and minerals. So it's important that you do this, because if you do get busted, you're in deep crap. So that's first. Now the equipment that you can use is basically, you can use any kind of hand tools like shovels, Yabby pumps, sieves. So everything that I mentioned before. You want your shovels, so the equipment that you can use when you go fossicking or when you go gold panning are things like a pick, a Yabby pump, which helps only in water obviously, a shovel, crevicing tools like this, a sieve helps to get rid of all the or classify all the big stuff and the small stuff, and a decent pan. I bought mine a while ago. Oh, got some gold in there. Look, how cool. Alright, so where did that go? Oh, there it is. Okay, so the equipment that you can't use, things like explosives, you know, like dredges, all that kind of stuff. If you look it up on the earthresources.vic.gov.au site, you'll see what you can and what you can't use. Things that are important to take note of are things like you know, removing shrubs and trees, disturbing Aboriginal places and objects, and no historic or archaeological sites or relics. So we can't stuff around with those kind of things because it's just disrespectful. So fossicking on private property, you can fossick on private property, but it's with the consent of the landlord. At any point in time, he can pull out and he can withdraw the permission to he can withdraw permission at any time. Some other things that you need to know is where you can drive. Keeping your vehicle to public roads and tracks. You got to take your rubbish home with you, guys. Always take your rubbish home with you. Minimise any damage to vegetation. Backfill your holes and replace leaf litter. So if you go around digging holes and you're detecting or whatever, and you're raking the leaves back and all that kind of stuff, they just want you to fill the holes back and put the leaf litter back. Okay, so just make it look like that no one was ever there in the first place. All right, let's get started.
All I need's a little time to get behind the sun and cast my way. All I need is a piece of this mind, then I can celebrate. All in all, there's something to give. All in all, there's something to do. All in all, there's something to live.
So it's quartz like this. It's got a little bit of iron stain in it, but that's the kind of stuff we're looking for in the areas, in these areas.
All I need's a little sign to get behind the sun and cast the sweat of mine. All I need's the place to find, and there I celebrate. All in all, there's something to give. There's something to give. All in all, there's something to do. There's something to do. All in all, there's something to live with you.
So anyway, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. Over the past 3 years, I've only just started, kind of in the past 3 years. I haven't been doing this for long, although I've always had a passion for gold, and I loved reading up on the old timers and the diggers, and I love the old towns and all that kind of stuff. So what really gets me out here and what I really love about it is most of the places that I go to are pretty quiet, and I enjoy this. I enjoy the quiet. It's wonderful. I live in a pretty suburban area in Melbourne, and to get out to places like this is just magical. So anyways, so I've done a little bit of this crevice and then dug deep down. I'm going to give it a bit of a pan. Just remember, when panning, gold's incredibly heavy, so you can actually be pretty rough as long as you're under the water. Get a lot of liquid in there. Got a few bits here. Like I said, it's just alluvial stuff. But nevertheless, there's some there. Don't know if you can see that. So just there and there, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bits. Another important piece to your arsenal for looking for gold: snuffer bottle. If you don't have one of these, it's going to be really, really hard to get the gold out. All gone. Right. I'm going to keep on working that area and I'll get back to you.
All I need's a little time to get behind the sun and cast my way. All I need's a piece of this mind, then I can celebrate. All in all, there's something to give. All in all, there's something to do. All in all, there's something to live with you. With you. A little sign to get behind the sun and cast the sweat of mine. All I need's the place to find, and there I celebrate.
4 bits. Four bits, 1, 2, 3, 4. Not a bad little pan for a couple of minutes work, but you don't do this for the money. Right, this area looks good. It's got a nice ledge there, and the water comes pumping off there in a flood. The gold will sit right underneath that rock there. So I'm going to look for some alluvials in that spot. The sun's still on me, but there's a bit of shade there where I can work, so I'll plonk yours down and I'll have a crack.
With you, how a little sign to get behind the sun and cast the sweat of mine. All I need's the place to find, and there I celebrate. All in all, there's something to give. There's something to give. All in all, there's something to do. There's something to live with you, with you.
Don't know if you can see that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 specks. Not massive, but it shows that there's some there. So I'll just keep going. I've done a bit more yabby pumping in this area here, and I did some from there, there, and there. Although I didn't come up with much, I came up with a few more specks here and there per pan. Nothing much to show, so I'm going to move on up that way where it looks beautiful, and I'm going to find myself a crevice up there that I can yabby pump and get the crevicing tool out and maybe find something a little bit bigger. So I've been walking for a couple of minutes and trying to get through this. So if you think prospecting is an easy game, it's not. There's a lot of bush to walk through, and it's also snake season, guys, so keep an eye out. There's not much more you can do than if you see a snake, stand still, walk away slowly, I guess. Don't stir it up. Check that out. So all you country folk probably get this all the time, but us city folk, you know what I'm talking about. When you get out here, it's beautiful. You can't get enough of it. It's grouse. So I'm gonna make my way down there somewhere and see what I come up with. This will be my last little spot I'll probably do a bit of panning at. I don't really want to tempt fate anymore. There's a lot of snakes around. Not that I've seen one yet today, but I don't really want to see one either. So and it's getting pretty warm, and I'll probably just do this last little spot here, and then I'll trek on back. Hopefully I won't encounter any snakes.
All in all, there's something to live with you. With you.
Alright guys, so I'm looking at the creek and I can see the creek comes around here, it bends around, it's left a whole heap of gravels up here, this side, and it follows down here. I could work that, but I don't really want to go too hard today because it's warm. So I'm looking at these crevices over here and I'm looking for trap points. So all these crevices here are quite shallow, so through a flood, you could say that a lot of these would just get dug out and by the flood itself and then pushed on. So I want to look for a really nice deep trap point or crevice to work. Some of these areas have already been done, so I'm going to take a shot at this one right here and see how it goes. It's probably not the best crevice to have a go at, but it is on the inside bend. Gold would probably run along these crevices. As you can see, the crevices are all facing the opposite way, so it's not the best spot, but it's a trap point nevertheless, so I'm going to give it a go. Anyways, wish me luck.
All I need is a piece of this mind, then I can celebrate. All in all, there's something to give. All in all, there's something to do. All in all, there's something to live with you, with you. All I need's a little sign to get behind the sun and cast the sweat of mine. All I need's the place to find, and there I celebrate. All in all, there's something to give. There's something to give. All in all, there's something to do. All in all, there's something to live with you, with you.
Look, if you've had a few test pans of an area and you're not coming up with anything, it's no use sticking around. You might as well move on. What's that? Oh, metal. So you're best moving on to the next area where you think you might find something, or something that's not so worked. So I'll look around. I could try this little area here and see how I go. There's a nice crevice coming down here, one coming down here. There'd be a bit of water running off down there, so if there's any kind of gold up there, would be good. Plus, like I said, the gold that's running around that bend and coming down here, there's probably good trap point there, although it has been worked, and this area has probably been worked a little bit too, but it's always good to give it a go. All right, I'll stick to this area.
With you, with you.
Much better. Okay. So here, as you can see, I've got a fair speck count there, which is pretty good. Don't know if you can see it. There you go. It's quite nice. Right. So I'll give that area a bit more of a dig and then I'll hop on out of here. Hey guys, so it's getting really hot. The GoPro ran out of battery. I've finished crevicing that, or yabby pumping that crevice just there. I got a little bit more gold out of it, which was really good. I'm heading back up bush, back to the four-wheel drive up that way. I'm pretty much over it right now because it's so damn hot, and all the rocks here are just radiating the heat, so I'm about to sweat my butt off. So I'll catch you back out up there, and I'll do a gold reveal. All right, catches.